Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott, and how is everybody on this warm and humid day today? I have an update for you. My internet provider has severely restricted my amount of internet data that I can get. I am restricted to 250 gigabytes, which sounds like a lot, but we are also streaming TV, so we had to kind of quit using our TV, and we've already used a big chunk of our data, so that we are quite restricted at the house as far as data is concerned, and we may have to restrict ourselves even more in the future. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We probably watch too much TV anyhow, so and probably too much YouTube, and so it's probably maybe a good thing that we can now concentrate on doing other things and taking the easy way out and watching TV. That being said, in talking to my service provider, who they get their internet service from somebody else, and I think in my case it's AT&T is the internet service provider that goes to my provider that gives me the broadband service that allows me to have decent internet out in the sticks. Anyhow, what they were saying was that this 250 gigabyte data limit might be universal in nature, so you may or may not see this cap, but the way they were talking to me was that they weren't just singling out my provider, but everybody, and it sounds like it may even go into the cable. So if you have a data-only service, you may start seeing a 250 gigabyte restriction. My thoughts on that are that when I was doing some internet research on this, I found out that AT&T has a brand new service called AT&T TV. And so for more money a month, you can stream television through their TV service, for about 50 more bucks a month. And so this may be a ploy on their part to restrict the data that we get from them so that they can charge an additional service for TV for whatever reason. I don't know, but all I'm saying for all you out there, beware that you may start seeing some data caps, especially if you are not using a cable TV service or a satellite TV service and you are streaming from your data plan. So you may see that. The other thing is that more than likely, because of this, I will be moving to a more of a podcast style information service. I may still shoot the occasional video, but in general, a lot of it's you just watching me talk, and that eats up a lot of my data. So if I go to a podcast, you'll hear the same thing. You just won't see the talking head, and you may or may not like that. It gives you the opportunity to listen when you have to use your eyes for something else, like when you're driving or whatever. So I'm gonna try doing the podcast, and I did these before, but I'm gonna go back to this service, and it'll save my data, and it'll save you from having to look at me all the time. It's more compact. It's more easily available. I will post links on probably on Patreon is where I'm going to move to. So except when I shoot the occasional video, all of my content will now be on Patreon, and most of it will be available to everybody. In the past, I was kind of reserving some of my lock stuff on Patreon and then everything on YouTube, but I think what I'm going to do now is make almost everything available for free on Patreon. Just go to my site and you'll see it. The other thing is, this world's going crazy, so I'm not sure how YouTube is going to, treat people like me or others like me that are doing this preparedness type channel. So, again, I'm moving to Patreon. My channel name on Patreon is Canteen Cup. I'll post links, at least a couple links in YouTube to get you moving that way. And so that's really all I got for today. I just wanted to get this out there, a rather quick video, and kind of tell you what I'm doing. So everybody stay safe and stay secure, and we'll see you out there.